on my home, down in the bottom left, the little wheel, I touched there, opened up my settings. Remember, it's a computer, just like your computer has settings. Here I'm looking at my board settings. I'm going to find the one that says Smart Whiteboard. Touch that on the right side, it changed. And then I have saving whiteboard, sharing whiteboards. I want it all on. I see enable finger inking on. So this is what we really came to do. Your board might be toggled off like this. Go ahead and toggle them all on there. While I'm here, I also want to check my files library. So in my files library, I want to make sure it says Files Lumio. So it'll be saving to my Lumio. And I am wanting yes, Google integration. If you use OneDrive, then you can toggle that one on too. Now I'm going to go back to home. And see my little smiley face right there on the top left? And I see my Lumio lightning bug. That's the lesson that I was working in as our example. I'm going to touch that one and open it right back up. I'm going to touch my numbers and get back to my first page just because I have more room to write. And when I touch my pen, now I have a little finger. You'll see that finger on y'all's. If you don't, it's okay. Go back to settings, toggle on for finger inking. So here, I'm going to touch that on. Now, my pen I cannot write with. I can write with my finger. This is great. If something that you want to do is have your kids come up and they're working right in the workstation, they don't need the pens. You can have them write with their hands. I can erase, write with my fist or my flat hand, depending on your preference. Our board, I'm going to change my color of that. And I believe I can do red, black, one color, and look at that. My fingers are another. So if you do have two students and you want to know who added what, I could say, okay, you're going to use the pen today. You're going to use your fingers, and they're two different colors. Your board has 20 touch points. So I could have, right, I have all my fingers. Oh, look, they're erasers right now. That's funny. I could have all of my fingers drawing. I could have 4 students up here, depending on the size of your students, however many fit, what makes sense for your lesson. So practice that finger inking. Just remember, when you're not using it, toggle it off. I'm going to erase it. Go back to my pen, and I'm just going to swipe it back off. And now I'm back to using my pen, and my fingers will not. My fingers will move the board, will move the white space. Don't be worried if your white space moves. So down at the bottom, you see, this is infinite space. I can zoom in or out on anything I'm working. It just takes a little touch and practice. So look right there. Maybe I have something I've already written and I want to move and reveal. Okay. Just practice that touch. I'm gonna go back to kind of like my normal view right there, and it shows me how much I am zoomed in at the bottom. Now we have finished going over the basics of our whiteboard space. I do want you to know, because I did say in the beginning that this is a computer. When I go home and I open up my browser, so see browser, Internet Explorer, Chrome on here, it's called my browser. So when I open up my browser space, well, here I'm in my Lumio dashboard right now. When I'm in my browser now, I can access anything I would on my computer, the same here. If you work from Google Drive and you have Google Slides you work from, open them up here to share and teach as you would. Thank you for your time today and participating with us, going over the basics of your new smartboard. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our office. We are the Office of EdTech and Design, or reach out to your EdTech IS.